Hello there, Sean Dillman here. So I just got a really great question from somebody on one of my videos, and I thought I would make a quick little video to provide an answer because it's something that's a lot easier seen than discussed. And essentially, the question is whether the Fujitsu ScanSnap iX1600 can scan a bunch of pages as individual files. So this is my frequently asked questions video. And the comment is here from William. William said, "Hello, thank you for the video. They are very informative." Thank you, William. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you think so. Is there a way to load the scanner so that each page scans as individual PDFs? Yes, there is, but I wanted to kind of show you something because there's a little bit of complexity. It's not complex, but there's a little bit of notes to add. So what I did, I've got three pieces of paper here. Hopefully you can see this page. This is page one, and then there's nothing on the back. And the reason that I'm showing you this is because it matters whether you want to get both sides of the document. But anyway, I'll explain. This is the second page. It's page 3 and page 4 I wrote on the back. Notice that on page 2, I left it blank on the back. There's nothing on the back. And then page 5 is page 5, and there's nothing on the back. So the reason that I'm showing you a document that has nothing on the back and then a document that has something on the back is because I'm not sure what exactly your application is. For example, if you wanted to scan 50 documents that had something on the front but nothing on the back, then yeah, it's really easy to make it just scan all of those documents as individual PDFs because you would just turn off the duplex mode. But if there's stuff on the back, you can still scan individual PDFs, but the two-page documents are going to be a single PDF, and you may have to separate them manually. And then there's a workaround, so I'll get to that. Okay, so here is the Fujitsu ScanSnap Home software. So here are the documents. So I'm going to put them in the scanner right now. Actually, sorry, I'll show you the setting first. So scan, so I just used the scan folder setting and I just altered it just for this demonstration. I went to edit profiles. And then if you go down here, so we're going to keep the duplex mode on as opposed to simplex. And we'll get to that. So you go down here to PDF options. So typically this is selected so that if you put 10 or 20 documents through, it's just going to scan it as a big single PDF. But if you click on this, it says create a PDF per number of specified sheets, one sheet. So this is going to make individual PDF files with one sheet in them. However, because the duplex mode is turned on, if there's something on the back, it is actually going to make a PDF with a two-page PDF. So I'll show you exactly how that's going to work. And then I thought that maybe there was something here with the scan. I don't think that this is the place to look. We want it to be on normal scan, not manual scan, and definitely not continuous scan. That's not what you're going for. So, okay, so I'll go to save. I'll click scan, and then you'll hear the scanner. It's just over here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it scanned the pages through. So what I want to show you is, if I click on a document, it shows here on the bottom right, it says it's an Adobe Acrobat document. That's great, that's what we want. And then if we open it, we see that it's only scanned the one page. However, for the second piece of paper, if we double click on it and go into it, you'll see that it actually did scan what was on the front and what was on the back. And ignore the scan quality for now. I didn't bother to dial that in. Obviously, that's not a very nice looking image. And then that's the third page. And then I wanted to show you this as well. So this is what it actually looks like in Windows. This is actually, the PDF that it made. This is actually the PDF. It's the same, I'll just open the navigator on the side here. It's the same, of course, as in the ScanSnap software, what we're seeing here, the two pages. But the reason I'm showing you this is just because it's kind of a more familiar application for most people. And because I wanted to show you what it literally created in Microsoft Windows, assuming that you're using Windows. It created 3 PDFs. So keep in mind, the first PDF, page 1 with nothing on the back, this one, it did it correctly. It didn't capture what was on the back. Number 2, it did make a single PDF, but it's a double-sided one, 3 and 4, because it had something on the back. Number 5, same thing, right? It's just a single page because there was nothing on the back. So the reason that I'm drawing this distinction is because you might not want this. You may actually have wanted something like this to be happening where the fourth page, oh, how do I do this? I'm just kind of dragging it out. Oh yeah, okay. Is this gonna work? Okay, perfect. Sorry, just trying to hide my, in case I was working on something or whatever. Page 2, is this gonna work? You know, 1, 3, oh, it's not quite working, but where's the extracted page? 3, 4. So you'd have to go in here, you know, essentially delete page 4, save, because page 4 is here. I guess we could just rename it. This is 4, this is 1, right? This is 3, and this is 5. So, you know, ta-da. But that might not be what you want to have happening. So I'm not quite sure if you want the scanner to produce individual PDF files for the front and the back, and then leave out the blanks. I'm not really sure. Actually, yeah, no, I don't know what you would do. I guess I'd have to check with the people that I know at Fujitsu, so you can let me know if that's an issue and if that's something that you would like support with. Because another thing I'm thinking is that we could go back here where it says, we could go back into the scanning profile, detailed settings, scan, blank page removal, okay, save. Let's try that. I'm not confident that that's going to achieve our effect, but I'm thinking that what it might do is it might produce 6 PDFs, front, back, front, back, front, back, because we're not telling it to skip the blanks. So let's find out. If I had to guess, I bet it's actually just going to make 3 PDFs. Yes, that's what it did. So this is PDF number 1, front and back, PDF number 2, front and back, and PDF number 3, front and back. Oh, I know. You know, actually, sorry. You know what I was thinking? As a workaround, something that you could do would be this. We go to scan to folder. Instead of scanning them as PDFs, let's scan them as JPEGs. Oh, here, I'll go back here, actually. And let's put the remove blank page on again, because typically we don't want the blank pages on the back. So I'll take the documents again, scan these, and because these are going to be scanned as JPEGs, there is going to be no option for them to be saved as like individual files. So within the viewer, within ScanSnap Home, it's showing 1, 3, 4, 5. However, if I had to guess, oh, that's perfect. So this is what it looks like in Windows. It did not scan them as one document, because you can't scan multiple JPEGs as a single JPEG file. A single JPEG is just one image file, right? You know, looks like that. You know, there's no page 1 or page 2. So what you could do with this is you could highlight this, right click, combine files in Acrobat, assuming that you've got Adobe Acrobat or something similar. Combine the pages, 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think that's probably what you would want to do. So anyway, so I'm not sure from your message if you already have this unit or if you're thinking of buying it. But yeah, I think that is a good workaround. I don't know if there's other scanners on the market that would offer, like it's kind of a specific thing to tell the scanner, I want you to scan all the pages. I want to put them all in the feed scanner or in the auto feeder, number 1. Number 2, I want them to be individual PDFs. Number 3, I want you to scan both sides. Number 4, I don't want you to scan blank ones. And I guess like number 5, the kicker is if it is a file with 2 sides, save those as separate documents. That's kind of the part that we're missing here, that if that's something that you want to have happen, I think you would need kind of a workaround for it. And the workaround that I would be proposing here is to scan them all as JPEG files so that you're getting them as individual files, and then you can combine them later. And your blank pages won't be there. You will get both sides, and you will get every page scanned, no matter, well, assuming that there's something on the back. So yeah. So yeah, I hope that that answers your question. I appreciate it very much. I'm gonna go and look back at it again, just to kind of end the way that we started. Wait to load the scanner so each page scans as individual PDFs. Yeah, I think so. I hope that I've answered your question. It's not as easy to answer, and the reason that I wanted to go into the detail is because I often try to anticipate, another question that may come. Because if I hadn't kind of given you the long version of the explanation, I think that you could have ended up in a place where you were having this problem where you're going, okay, well now I'm scanning them as PDFs. But sometimes it's a single PDF with two pages, and sometimes it's a single, and that's not what I want. I want a PDF for every single individual page, like an individual file for every individual page with content on it. So anyway, so doing it this way with the JPEG is a good workaround. If you actually don't have documents with stuff on the back, then you're really solid, because doing it the way that I showed you already, if you have a bunch of documents that are single-sided only, and you set it to save as individual files, I'll just go back to that setting, then you will be, there we go, you will be in perfect, it'll work perfectly for you, because that's exactly what it'll be doing. So we'll go back to PDF, option this. So this is the magic little setting here. Create a PDF per number of specified sheets, one sheet. So if you've got a bunch of documents that are single-sided only, and you want a bunch of individual PDF files based on that document, then you're good. And actually, if it's not a problem for you that double-sided documents will be saved as a single PDF, and maybe that's something that you actually do want, then that's great too, because it is actually kind of useful. Like, let's say you were scanning, I don't know, a bunch of bank statements or a bunch of mail or just like a bunch of random documents, and you want each document to be its own PDF file, but if it's double-sided, you do want the other side to stay with that PDF, then this will do it for you as well. So anyway, okay, that's it's a bit longer than I had anticipated to talk about this, but it's a deeper question than does it do it? The answer is yes, it does it, but there's some nuance, and there's some stuff that you need to look at to make sure that it works for you properly. So anyway, thank you again, William. I really appreciate you asking me that question, and I hope that this video might actually help other people as well. So okay, thanks again. If anybody has any questions, I've actually been noticing that people watch this video who are not the original question asker, so I think that's great. So yeah, if you're one of those people, and if there's anything that you want to know about this unit, please just let me know. I'm definitely trying to be a one-stop shop for the iX1600 here on YouTube. And if you're going to buy one, please consider using my Amazon link. I appreciate it. It gives a little bit of affiliate income to me through Amazon, and I appreciate that. It helps support the channel and helps support me. And if you want to subscribe and like the video and do all that great stuff, I really appreciate that as well. It helps out big time. So okay, thank you very much. I will leave it at that. Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye.